Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dharma friends, when it comes to this spiritual practice, we have two main different paths. That is, one is conventional life, and other one is eternal life. So, when it comes to this conventional life and eternal life, to accomplish our mission, to complete our journey, to attaining to Nibbana, so you need your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind in perfect condition. Because if you miss one thing, you cannot complete this mission. So once you have that, to have that, you need merits. That's why we perform meritorious activities in different ways. It is just not only one thing, and you have to develop this all the 5 faculties. So you have to develop this all the 6 departments when it comes to eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind. This all 6 departments. You have to develop to the maximum level. And how you can develop it? By just physical exercise, you cannot complete it. And look at the world today. When it comes to this science and technology, people are trying to use that to become healthy. But still, more than people become healthy, out of this all, most of people get sick. Physically, mentally, socially, spiritually. The disease become more higher. And everywhere, more than any other thing, the hospitals start to build. So then we have to understand this. The very essence of life, even though it appears as a material thing, the very essence of it is not material. Listen this very carefully and get it. Your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind, even though it appears as something material, that physical, that you can see, related with the heat, motion, liquidity and hardness, electron, neutron and proton. But the very essence, the beginning point, is not material or physical. It is spiritual. So what is spiritual mean? The spiritual means the very essence of this all, and come as a spirit. So when it comes as a spirit, it become a thought. And the thought itself has power to transform to energy. And once it start to become energy, it has power to give birth to physical and material. Look all this like as example, all these electronic items, consumer product, the mostly depend on power, energy. But energy you cannot see, but these material things, these physical things get activated after you connect it to the energy. So that to get that energy also you need certain kind of material process, physical process. Like the water has the energy, but itself putting a plug to the water, you cannot get the energy. So then you have to go through a process. You have to send the water through a turbine and move it to certain speed. So like that way, there's the scientific process that you have to go, and then you have power to absorb the energy, generate the energy. So that energy inherent inside this material. So with yourself also, your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind come as this material or physical thing as a result of energy. That energy is the thoughts. So when in your previous life, when you had the good, the good thoughts, as a result of that, you get this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind by birth. So now you, in this world, now you use this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. You use that energy and you have power to generate that energy or destroy that energy. So how you can generate the energy if you able to with the very clear mind, with the generosity, compassion, loving kindness and wisdom, if you able to use your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, it has power to generate the energy. How this decrease the energy? If you use your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind with the greed, hatred or the delusion, and what is happening? You're not going to get it as a result of the demerits. What is happening? It's not going to perform well, because in the final ultimate nibbana is come out of this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. So if you perform demerits, if you don't get the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind as a result of demerits, that doesn't make sense. It doesn't match. It doesn't go that way. So what is happening? You get it, but you get it not in the with the full capacity to experience as with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and the mind. Or maybe you get half of it. Or you get maybe not the all five, you get with one missing, and then you will never experience this. So that is one way. This the physical life. For that to maintain this, you need merits. And once you have this, the good merits, and when your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind work properly, and that will help you to gain the comfort. So that's the important thing. If you have any discomfort within yourself, remember you cannot develop the spiritual life deeply. If you had the previous practice, you can do it. But in this very lifetime as a human being, if you trying to get into wisdom, if you have any kind of discomfort within yourself, unhappy mind, from there you cannot go further. So the very important thing that's physically, once you have this, you have to have the comfort. When that physical comfort arises, there is a deeply satisfaction arise. That satisfaction is different than the satisfaction you gain through this sensual pleasure and putting something in. It is completely different. Go with the desire, with the lust. When you achieve to something, that also bring you a satisfaction. But that satisfaction bring you burn. But when your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind completely function to the 100%, there is a satisfaction arise. That satisfaction bring you comfort. It never burn you. It brings you comfort. That comfort you need to develop the awareness. And that comfort, that satisfaction will lead you to recognize. Why? Because when you are completely satisfied and when you are completely happy, comfortable, in that very moment, what is happening? It's like opening a camera, like your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and completely start to function to the maximum level. But if you get disturbed, what is happening? It is start to slowly close down in your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. And in another way, it called in Pali, there is a word called, when you have time and try to look, it called vipallasa. And you see it in a different way, flip, that you cannot recognize the good as good and bad as bad, right as right, wrong as wrong. So it's tangle everything. You miss up. So this clarity is important. So that's why the main purpose of this maintaining our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, get into that clarity. Why? Because that clarity helps you get into tranquility state. And once you have that tranquility state, which you call samadhi or the satori or the kevalya, once you have that tranquility state, and from there, you can develop the vipassana level. Only this material can help, this physical can help get into samadhi. And from there, your merits cannot help you. The out of this all five senses, with the merits, whatever you develop, you have to transform to wisdom. That transformation is the insight practice. When it comes to that insight practice, you cannot explain it verbally. But till you practice to samadhi, even in the samadhi level, you can explain by words somehow. But when it comes to insight meditation, the insight, that whatever you experience deeply, you cannot bring it to words. Why? Because if it is come to words, it has a certain idea. So ideas belong to time. Ideas has power to create the material. The very source of all the materials mostly come out of the energy. So the ideas is a kind of like energy. It has power to transform. Ideas has power to bring the material world. So if the insight practice, if you able to transform to words, it's anymore not the insight practice. Why? It lose its very essence of it. That's why if you become familiar with the practice, and in the first absorption, when you go deeper with the first absorption, second absorption, third absorption, little by little, you drop certain things. And the very one thing you drop in the first absorption is vitakka and vichara. And you drop all the logics. You drop all this words game. The life itself in this ordinary life is a game with words. This all the Dhamma talks, all this the spiritual talks, all the lectures, all the studies, that everything. Look, it's called communication. Communication help us to build the community. But the thing is this, that when you deeply you understand something, there's no way you can communicate it. Once you start to communicate it, you lose the very essence of your experience, that your experience, inside experience. Not lose, you cannot get the real idea. And somebody going to misunderstand it maybe. But there is a way that you going to, when you completely become, then sometimes that somebody can then think, then without any teacher, how we going to get it? Without listening to it, without following it, how we going to get it? This is the thing. When you come to this world, when you complete certain kind of process of the merits, according to that cause and effect, law of nature, you get the 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 head, 2 eyes, like this, this complete body, and this entire nerve system, sympathetic nerve system, parasympathetic nerve system, this all the autonomic nerve system. And how many system in our body? The muscles, bones, digestive system, and the blood vessel, the way of the behavior of the blood, this everything. Look, it never came out of someone else's guidance. It never came out because you pray, because you ask. There is a process. When you able to completely connected to something, and it has power to bring the result according to that connection. So same like, when you complete the process, you're going to get the result. Most of things in day-to-day life, you don't get because someone else's guidance. Even look in generally, in day-to-day life, what we experience as life. Like when you're hungry, you keep eating in a certain level, you feel full. And no one need to knock your head and tell, hey, you are full now. So like that, when you become completely free, deeper inside you, with the complete satisfaction, and when you're able to have the trust within yourself without any fear, without any tangle your mind to any teachings, any believing, or any following, any hopes like that. And there is a moment inside yourself, you're going to get into that experience. That inner experience can get through the practice yourself. Not by listening, it cannot initiate by somebody. So that's why, that is the main beautiful thing with the Buddha's thing. That's why it's different, totally different than other teachings. And the mostly when in this conventional society with other religions, what we trying to, when we go to this interfaith meetings, sometimes we as humans, in generally as religions, we say we all are equal, we all have the same kind of things. But when it come to the deeper level of that, what the Buddha said and what is the meaning of Nibbana inside the experience, it's totally, it's the world is far, far, far away from what the Buddha's teaching, with the Buddha's teaching. It's far away. And most other religions and as religions, we all accept and we all respect to everything. But when it comes to this, the idea of the inside meditation is not the meditation with that tranquility meditation. Because that all the other tranquility meditation has a way to explain it, and it always, even ourselves, we have thoughts to experience it. But when it comes to the Nibbana, the inside meditation, that there is something you're going to experience without thoughts. Only by you can experience it. The thing is, you cannot give it to somebody. But once you come to the process, only thing you can share the process to anyone. So for that, in the beginning, that we need this material, this physical body. And once we have this physical body, and we have to develop that physical body and transform this tranquility state to vipassana level or inside meditation. So that process, that transformation is come out of the deeper inside and releasing the thoughts, because your life mean your thoughts. This world mean thoughts. It has a huge power to maintain our life. When you, that's why in the mostly that in the vipassana practice, you see that mostly the very first thing you shut down this verbal action, because it helps you to listen to inside and experience within inside, and in the deeper level what you experience, and with the meditation it cannot share it with others. This all what you experience with the vipassana level of understanding is far, far away, this all what we talk. But still, we have to keep pushing, knowingly that one day you have power to experience it. So with the very first thing, then you have to maintain and empower this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. How you can empower it? You can empower it not by holding to it, not by claiming, not by asking, not by praying. There is a way to empower this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind just by giving. Learn to give your eye, learn to give your ear, learn to give your nose, learn to give your tongue, learn to give your body, learn to give your mind. And sacrifice. So there is a way that you can do it. So the giving is a very famous, and generosity everybody appreciate. But how you can do something that what you practice as generosity can help for your vipassana level of this journey, or to attain to the nibbana. So the first level, to attain to the samadhi. How you can help this generosity, what you give, to help for your meditation practice. because what you give can help for many other things in day-to-day life. Sometimes your giving can help you to have this comfortable life to sansara. So then there are four ways that we giving things. One is you can give something with happy mind. You can give unworthy things to others. And at the same way, with unhappy mind, you can give very worthy things to others. And also, with unhappy mind, you can give unworthy things to others. And the fourth way, with the happy mind, with understanding, with the clarity, you can give worthy things to others. So there are four ways that you can give. Even just think, you have to practice these things with the little the around you, with the people around you, and with in day-to-day life with yourself, even yourself. When you eat, when you do something, and sometimes even when you take medication, sometimes when you take that medication, you blame to yourself. So that means the receiver itself unhappy, or and you blaming to receiver. Why I drink, why I have to take this medicine, and sometimes hospital, why I am in this hospital. So like that we blaming to ourselves. And sometimes we blaming to the medicine. Oh, why this medicine like this? Maybe it is bitter, or maybe it is little bit strong. So like that, the many things, sometimes we blame to medicine, or sometimes we blame to ourselves. See, even in that level, the what you giving to even your own body, if you are not happy, do you think what any other spiritual development you're going to get? No, it is not going to happen. Why? Because in the very essence, it's disconnected. Even yourself, whatever you eat, drink, or whatever you eat, if itself, that if you not happy with it, it never going to bring any satisfaction. And you can see it when you look at this. When people, the people who drink this alcohol, when the moment that they drink, no one drink. You can see most of people not drink with the happy mind, and they drink with the very very tired way. And even they themselves, the mostly they cannot drink the alcohol itself. They mix it something, and they need to eat something. So like, why? If it is something nice to eat, why you need drink? Why you need to mix it with something? Why you need to eat something with it? Because your subconscious, you deeply know it is not good. That is why in the very essence, that right away, even you touch it, you destroy you. You will never get anything out of it. So that's why that you have to know that, because what you give to you, it should be pleasant. It should be worthy. With that, why people when they drink water, they become healthy? Why? Because they know the very essence of it, the thoughts. They know that what you take is going to make them healthy. That idea is an energy. As example, just take a glass of water. Don't do it, but just to think. Take a glass of water. Just empty, pure, nothing mixed. Just a glass of water. This like this glass of water. And think this is poison. Just think. Just to practice. Just think. This is poison. And drink every day. Within 7 days, you die. Because your subconscious know you drink poison. So like that, remember, just the giving the idea, it has power to transform you. So then when you do something, the doer and the receiver, object and the subject both should be perfect method and in a nice way. And it should be in the both should be in good. When that both become good, it has enormous power, not the quantity. It has a huge power to transform you. So when you give something, even cup of tea or coffee or glass of water or anything, glass of milk or anything, it has power to transform the situation to huge gap. So then in day-to-day life, start to develop. If you cook and if you make cup of tea, even if you clean, that whatever you do, and start to do with the happy mind. And at the same time, if you do it to others, and always remember to give the right things. With the happy mind, don't give wrong things. With unhappy minds, don't try to give happy things, right things. With the unhappy mind, don't give wrong things. It's going to become worse. It can create the hell. But if you are able to give the right things with the happy mind, that is where you create the heaven. And not only that, that power of giving, and slowly master your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind to experience the highest. In that experience, you have capability to experience how things come to be as they are. In that level, you experience what is this inside experience without thoughts. That experience will lead you to transform samsara to nibbana. So what you give has power to develop this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and that power you can use to transform your life to nibbana. So this is the physical and mental process. But little by little, slowly, you have to practice. But in day-to-day life, the very basic method, what you have to do, remember, if you are unhappy in that very moment, don't try to give anything. By words, even with the physical, even thoughts. If you are unhappy, you cannot make a wish out of it regarding good. So that's why in the Buddhist practice, we do all the meritorious activities before transfer the merits. Why? Because itself, we have to come to a very good happy moment to make a wish. Why the most of people become that their wishes not going to fulfill? Because they wish with the unhappy mind. It is powerless. So even you wish, even you give something, never do it when you are unhappy. And also, with the happy mind, never try to give any misery to anybody. It's never going to work. And always find the balance with the mind and matter and get into the equal point. With the happy mind, always give the right things or the good things. And that is where that generosity will lead you to Nibbana. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you, may no difficulties come to you, may no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. And finally, may you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. So during this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. Sabbityo vajjantu sabba rogo vinassatu mate bhavattantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe devanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhutanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe sattanumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idam me punya kammang asavakkayavang hotu sabba dukkha pamunchatu. Bless you.